Hello, friends and knife nerds. This is the CJRB Pyrite Lite, a new release from CJRB, continuing the excellent line of Pyrite. Now, this specific model is an exclusive edition you can get on CJRB's website only, but you can get the CJRB Pyrite just about anywhere that sells knives. And so let's kind of go over the Pyrite Lite. So how do they lighten it, you ask? Well, it is much lighter. Maybe not much, but it's lighter at, they say, I think 2.82 ounces. Let's get right on that and find out. 2.85, that's fine. 0.03 ounces is not an exaggeration. It's probably just a scale difference. But that is really light. That is an excellent weight for an ultralight EDC carry. Now, let's put one of the old Pyrites on there. Let's see what we got for a weight. 3.34, 2.85. So, 8.5, 3.4. We're looking at about half an ounce difference, give or take. So, I mean, that's quite a cut. The FRN scales are what did it. Now, I look and they have an inlaid liner. They could have milled that thing out and made it really light, but they didn't, because you can't make this knife too light. Now, I think that is such a beautiful lightweight that you really go much lighter, it might start to really feel cheap. And this does not feel cheap, folks. The FRN scales are nice on this thing. The button lock, that's a traditional Pyrite feature. As you can see here, now there is not much change in the way of design. We have a lot of similarities, obviously, because it's still a Pyrite. So the idea behind this one, aside from the exclusive edition, which really they did amazing. I like the aesthetic, the rose gold with the blue, purple, blurple, whatever you want to call it, scales. It looks cool. And so here are all the editions of the Pyrite. Let's make them fit in the screen a little bit better. And you can see we're all a very, very similar design. I think they're all pretty much the same length. We put the pivot here. What we got? Pivot to pivot. I mean, I doubt there is any difference. I'm sure they're the same. So, still the same old excellent knife. You got that beautiful finger choil. It looks like it's even bigger here, actually, when you compare them. And I like that. That does fit a little bit better now that yeah, it's definitely not just an optics thing. The finger choil is a little bit bigger on this version, and it looks like the scales are the exact same length, so that is cool. I dig that about it, because that is more comfortable. That does feel better. And I love the Wharncliffe blade on this thing. So it's very similar to what they were calling, they call this reverse Tonto, but it's all super similar. You can see that they're pretty much the same thing. I've seen it called a reverse Tonto and a Wharncliffe. This is probably my favorite edition, the Alt. But the Pyrite Lite is really headed up there. I like the Bowie edition. I like all the Pyrites, but probably my favorite. These have titanium scales. You see wood and steel. But these FRN scales make it such a nice, easy knife to carry. Let me remove these from the picture here. So let's get a number. Our length is just a hair over 7.5 inches. And that sounds about right. They say 7.6. That looks spot on. And it's 2.85 ounces-ish. The blade itself, they're saying 3.34 inches. And that is about right. 3.4-ish, it looks like. So, really a cool design. Nice flat grind on that rose gold blade. AR RPM 9 steel. I know in the past there's been a little bit of conjecture about what the AR RPM 9 actually consists of, but folks, I've been using AR RPM 9 for a while, and I have no complaints about it. It's a budget steel, but not a garbage budget steel. It's a nice budget steel. It gets the job done. It sharpens nicely, and it doesn't wear in a matter of minutes. So it's a nice blade steel that I can recommend to people. And like I said, the ergonomics on that thing are excellent. If you like this specific aesthetic, check out CJRB's website and grab this rose gold edition for yourself, for the wife, whoever. My wife has a bit of a collection, and I told her she could have this one, and she is super excited about it. So we're going to add this to her growing collection. And look, the deep carry clip, this is all the same. The only thing I wish they did was keep these silver standoffs. I wish those were black, but otherwise, this is really a heck of a deal at $40, and I think the regular editions are $30. CJRB is an excellent brand, and I really like the content they're putting out for the price. You really can't argue with anything they're doing. So, yeah, folks, this is an excellent edition.